Hi Gemini, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for the eclipse season and I'm doing it as a pick a card for you. Just something a little bit different that I'm just trialing to see if the pick a cards are better for each sign. So let's start with the first pile. There we go. Perseverance. The second pile is forgiveness. Okay, and the third pile is impartiality. Take a moment to see or tune into which one resonates with you. You can pause the video if you wish. There will be timestamps below for each of the piles, and I will see you in your reading. Thank you. Hi, pile number one. So you chose the card of perseverance. So we've got an orange coloured card which is all around your sacral chakra, which is all around your emotions mainly. So perseverance, so what I'm seeing from that is something that you're really close to achieving, but it's like, are you willing to go the whole distance? Space came out. We've got rebirth, giving yourself a second chance. This one. Invention, burning with passion. Yeah, so I feel like you're in the middle of either a project or there's something that you are very close to achieving. Like I said, it's just that are you willing to give yourself that time to actually for it to come to fruition? We've got freedom, breaking the chains. And one more, please. This one, I feel. The self, gathering your power. Yeah, so basically it is about, there's what I feel is there's like one or two more steps that you need to take before your project or whatever, like I said, put it to any circumstance before this comes into your life. Give yourself some time away, because it'll make you, I feel like then once you come away from the subject or whatever it may be, like I said, that's when you'll basically break these chains that like is literally keeping you stuck, I feel. But you are coming back around for a second go at this. So like I said, take some time away, give yourself some space, because at the end of the day, it's something you need to focus on yourself, and then the energy will start flowing again for whatever it is that will finish or come to a completion in your life. What other guidance messages do we have for Gemini? Pile one, please. Yeah, moving away from things that no longer serve you. That's what I'm feeling with that. Is looking after you. It says it at the top of this, an important achievement, and that's what you are headed towards. It's just that you just need to go back a step or two and then rethink things, and they will come into play for you then, because you'll get the answers, but you need to look after you first. Okay, we've got the Knight of Fire, a sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully, and that's what it is. I think it's more you need to think things through, because you, like I said, I think you feel a bit stagnant at the minute, but you know, because you know that what you are doing is going to be good for all. It's just that we can become complacent, and that's when things go stagnant on us. So you've got the Six of Water, and we've got the Nine of Earth. So memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, and romanticising the past. And the Nine of Earth is enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, and successful self-employment. Yeah, so maybe there's somebody coming into your life from your past that's going to give you the inspiration, or it could be a child or something like that that's actually going to help you. But it's spending time like doing the things that you love to do instead of worrying about the five and fire, worrying about the that's like inner conflict to me at the minute. It's like you want this over and done with, as in like you want this achieved straight away, but there's other steps that you have to take, like I said, and it's about there's the finer details that you need to concentrate on, whereas I think you've been overlooking them. But like I said, there will be somebody coming into your life, whether it be someone from your past, or whether it be someone from your childhood who's actually going to help and support you with this. Okay, we've got the Six of Earth. It says that all around money, because obviously the Earth represents money as well, but I'm seeing, I was just about to say, I'm seeing balance. We've got the Justice card, because you've got two sixes here. It's about getting yourself into balance, is weighing up your options. That's what I'm seeing, is you know what you want to do. It's just how are you going to go about it. And the two sixes have come out to me as well to say, you need to get into a state of balance. Don't overthink things. Don't be too emotional about things. Get them both balanced, and that's what will help you to get you to your end goal. So what other messages do we have for pile number one, please? Pile number one. Pile number one, any more guidance, please? Okay, so we've got a new romantic cycle begins. Surrender to the divine and bring love into the situation. And that could be the reason why this isn't working for you, is because you're doing it with, or you're thinking it with your mind instead of feeling it with your heart. So maybe that's where the balance, like I said, has to come in again. So this new romantic cycle to me is more about the balancing of the emotions more than it is romance coming into your life. But with the Six of Wands there, you never know. Like I said, it could be someone who was a romantic partner in your past that is coming in to help and guide you as well. What other messages do we have for pile number one, please? Okay, look at the bigger picture. Yeah. That's looking at things, like I said, outside the box and not doing the same things over and over again. It's a sign of insanity, that, you know. So we've got this one, luck is on your side, and I feel like these two. So we've got communication is key, and we've got a personal issue reaches resolution. So maybe there's something in your personal life that is basically blocking something that's meant to come forward for you, and that's why you're getting stuck. But it's about talking through them emotions with somebody, and not just letting it slide, because that's, like I said, to bring whatever it is that you will bring to fruition is basically you need to put everything into balance. And if that means you have to sort out some sort of personal issue with somebody, whether it be a business partner or romance or anything, now is saying that you need to sort that out, because then your life will become more in balance. Oh, I was going to ask for guidance then, or advice for next steps for you. Pile number one, so we've got the Three of Earth and the Four of Water. So yeah, being a team player and missing an opportunity, and I think that you're missing these opportunities because you're out of balance, you're out of sync with yourself. But it's just about, like I said, just bring yourself into balance. Fours are even numbers, so like it's the same thing. It's like they're balanced on both sides. So it's how you actually go about that then. So let's see what else we have. The Magician. Wow, you've got all the tools that you need in your toolbox. You do not need, oh wow, and look at this, the Ten of Water. That's all I really need to bring through. When you get yourself into balance and you can manifest anything that you want in your life, obviously, so long as it's for the goodness of all, or the highest good of all, just know that like this is what you're going to end up with. You're going to be so fulfilled and so happy that you'll see completely different things coming forward for you. This is where the opportunities will come in. You'll get more and more opportunities coming into your life. But like I said, it's just go and balance out your emotions against your thoughts. Once they get into a balanced state, that's when I believe that these things will actually present themselves to you. So what one or two pieces of final advice for pile number 1, please. I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. And last piece of advice, and look at that, that's around the eclipse. I only seen that there then. So yeah, so basically this eclipse season is what you're putting out into the world, basically is what you're getting back. I will persist, my will is strong. Yes, that's a great thing to do that. You will persist. I can see that your will is strong. I mean, you will persevere for the last couple of bits, but it's just a couple of steps you need to work on. Well, pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'd be grateful if you could please like, share, subscribe and comment below. If this doesn't resonate with you, please check the other piles. If not, check your other placements in your chart. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you. Hi, pile number 2. So you chose the card of forgiveness. This is a purple coloured card, which is all to do with your third eye chakra. And that is all about seeing beyond the current reality that we're in now. It's a bit like clairvoyance and things like that. So let's see what's coming up for you in this. What I did see though when I was actually pulling the cards earlier was that this I feel like there's something you need to forgive yourself for things that have happened in your childhood, whether it be a person or a situation that's happened to you in your childhood. I feel like it's time that you need to forgive yourself now. So we've got freedom, look, break them chains, and it's time for you to walk away from that trauma that you've been holding on to. We've got dominance, believing in yourself. What else do we have for pile number 2, please? Pile number 2. We've got invention, burning with passion. We'll take all 3 of these then. So we've got destruction, releasing your anger. We've got effort, conquering your demons. And we've got standing up for your rights with challenge. Yeah, and I think this is what it is. Because of what's happened to you in your past or in your childhood, I believe that like all these things are stopping you from growing. So I feel that it's time that you need to heal what has happened in the past. Because like I said, for you to move forward with your life, you're going to remain with all that trauma continually if you don't try to heal it. This is telling you it's time to do that. This eclipse season is time to release all this out of your life, because what is coming forward in this new world is so great that it's time that you basically grow into that. And with the third eye chakra, maybe some of you are a bit psychic and can see things, and that's why you've been, in the past, you were probably put down quite a lot because you were different to everybody else. And now it's saying it's time to like let go of all that anger that's been inside you for so long. Forgive yourself. If you want to forgive others, that's your choice as well, because at the end of the day, whoever made you feel the way you feel now is basically, they're just getting on with their lives. It's you who's holding on to all this trauma, and why should they move on with their lives and you're being left stuck? You are a very powerful being. It's time for you to stand up for who you are. Believe that you do have the power within you, and know that this is the time. You just need to read these cards. This is the time now to tell you that it's time for you to move on. Let's see what the tarot has for us. And I feel a bit of determination. I think that you want to move on. I feel like you just don't know how to do it. So let's see what advice we can give you there, pile number 2, of how you can move on with this. So we've got balance. That's the temperance card, I think. Yeah, which is all about transition. It's saying the need for balance and moderation, cooperation, compromise, and wait for perfect timing. We've got the Lovers. Carefully weigh your decisions, good health and intimate relationships. What else do we have? We've got them. Wow, 3 major arcana out already. The Magician. You are a powerful being. You are psychically gifted, and whether you are doing that at the moment or whether you are not, just know that you can do this, and now is the time. There's more and more people. I mean, if you look at myself, even like I mean, I've only not long started doing my YouTube channel. I'm getting more regular and consistent doing it, whereas in the past I was like, oh God, why would people like want to listen to me and things like this? But there's also trauma that I've had to heal within myself, and this is saying that now is your time. It's your time to transition into this greatness that the world actually needs. It's time for you to shine your light. You are so powerful and you are ready to do this. There may be somebody coming in to help you, as a twin flame they call it, or soulmate, whatever you want to call them. The King of Air. It says, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, and balance mental and emotional considerations. And I think that's what it is. I feel that you need to either go to somebody who can help work through that trauma with you to release it. That will then bring on forgiveness for yourself and others. Because if you look at all these, we're ready to see you out in the world, pile number 2. It's time for you to shine the light along with everybody else who is doing their part to help raise this vibration of this planet. Okay, so we've got the Wheel, wow, and the 4 of Water. Okay, the Wheel, so like the Wheel is all around positive change, and it's time for the cycle come round because it's your time. It's your luck is on your side. There's an opportunity waiting to come in for you when you do this work of healing. And we don't want to miss these opportunities with this. Oh wow, and another major arcana. You have the strength and the power within you to achieve this. And it's just communication is key. You have to talk about, I was just going to ask for more guidance, but you have to talk about your issues with somebody. You have to release them. By doing that, it's about communicating that with somebody else. Sometimes it's better if you do it with a stranger, because obviously people don't know people in your lives. But it is definitely, luck is on your side, look. It's definitely time for you to start healing what's within you to move forward, because now is your time during this eclipse season to actually bring into your life what is needed to help the planet go. Look at that, step out into your step out of your comfort zone. And that's the North Node, which is all around what you're here to do on this planet. You've got look at the bigger picture. balance spirituality and practicality, oops, they're all flipping, and a win-win outcome is forecast. All about balance. But I'll take this card underneath as well, because it does say work through your fears, because I think you need to do that. I think there's something, and look, the new moon Scorpio, and that's, I'm recording this the day after the new moon has just come into Scorpio, so you're still working through them energies. So now it's telling you it's time for you to move forward in your life. I do feel that if you need to go and speak to somebody, whether it be a counsellor or some practitioner that actually helps with healing and working through your issues, that can help you then to move on. Now I do have some details, just plugging a little bit, I do have details in the description box below, because I do work like that as well. But take who you feel you need to go to with this, because now is your time. It's time for you to come out and be the person who is the spiritual person within you, but you need to talk about things. So what advice and next steps do we have for pile number 2, please? What advice and next steps do we have for pile number 2? So we've got another major arcana. Look, it's time to move forward, time to move on. It's time for you to be who you are meant to be and to shine your light into the world now. We've got the 4 of fire. 4 of fire. Contentment, peace and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. So it's time for you. It's like the 1111 card to me, like that 4 of fire. So it's like it is time for you to move on. All the signs are here, especially if you come to this and it resonates with you. This is telling you now it's time for you. It's time for you to basically shine your light in this world. The 8 of fire. Messages are coming through for you, helping you to work through what you've got. So maybe you're getting downloads around different things and you just don't know what to do with them. You don't know how to deal with them. But that's about talking to people, and it's about to me, in the past, I can fully understand why people thought that talking about spirituality and talking about the other side, as in the other realms, spirit realms and so on, is that like it made you look a bit, well, listen, you're different to other people, but when I look at it now, it's like you're not different to other people. The only difference I see is that they block their spirituality. They block it because they don't understand it. They block it because they fear it, because they think it's something supernatural. It's out of this like world, basically. But you know, that's a good thing. The way I see that, and I know that's my point of view. But at the end of the day, it's like this is what this planet is coming to now, is realizing there's more way beyond what we can physically see. And I believe that you are one of these people who can actually do this. You're not afraid of doing you're not afraid of bringing forward your gifts or talking about it. It's the fear of what other people will say about it, I believe, because of what's happened to you in the past. Any more pieces of advice for pile number 2, please? Oh, that one wanted to come out. The 5 of earth. The fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain of self-employment. So yeah, I think that's it. I think the 5 of earth is there more for the fact that you don't accept help from others. You try to do everything yourself because of the fear, I would say. And then these just want to come out. So we've got the 6 of fire, the 6 of air, yeah, all about balance, and the Queen of air. The 6 of fire and the 6 of earth is balancing your emotions. So getting yourself grounded, getting the thoughts out of your mind, putting it into your heart. The Queen of air is all around truth and clarity coming forward. And this is what you need in your life. You can do things that are basically going to serve other people. It's just that you need to work on that healing for yourself. So just a couple more pieces of advice for you. So we've got gratefully I surrender my struggle, which is what I believe you need to do now. I can guide and lead others wisely with love. Absolutely. And that's what, and I'm going to take the underneath card. Look, it says, I am honest with myself and others, because you have to be honest. You have to live your true, authentic self. And now it's time for people not to struggle. Whatever was coming out of my mouth then. For people not to struggle, but basically for you to surrender to the divine, basically surrender all your fears to the divine, because what's waiting for you on the other side will be so magical. Pile number 2, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I would be grateful if you liked, shared, subscribed and commented. Like I said, if you do need any further advice, my details are in the description box below. If it doesn't resonate with you, please check the other 2 piles, or check your other placements in your chart. And I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. You chose the card of impartiality. So let's see what's coming through. It's a grey coloured card, which is all to do with the crown chakra, which is all around connection to spirit or the realms, being aware and conscious of different things. Oops. So the first card that came out for guidance is the time card. Whoa. And wisdom, asking questions. Like they all want to come out straight away. Legacy, persistence. We've got returning, going with the flow. We've got independence, carving your own path. So, I feel that you are very, you were basically with the crown chakra there, you're very connected to whether it be spirit or someone on the other side, or the other realms. I think this is like, I think you're asking a lot more questions now, and that's how you come into your spirituality. And I feel that because you are so advanced, and I think you are advanced, I think it's telling you now that you have to take a step backwards and let other people shine. Stop not advising people, probably let them, stop advising people, let them make their own, take their own journey. Let's see what the tarot has for us. Yeah, because I think you've been a very a person who's been given advice all the time, but now it's like it's time for you, for one, and it's time for you to step back and say, listen, it's time for them to make their own path, basically. Like, I want to say their own problems. I don't know, that sounds terrible, but they need to deal with their own issues. That's what I'm trying to say, instead of you advising, because I feel like now you're going to get more and more wisdom with this eclipse, or in the eclipse season, should I say. And I think that's going to be hard for you. That's why I couldn't get the eclipses out, because I think you've been wanting to give advice quite a lot, but now it's time for you to take that step back, like I said. So what other advice from the tarot? The Four of Fire. Yeah, look, it says there, successful completion of a project. Yeah, it's time, you've done the work to help others now. You need to leave it up to them. That's like you've planted the seeds wherever you've gone. You've given them advice. You've done everything that you can do in your power to basically advise them, and it's time for you to step back now, because they have to do things for themselves now. That's what I'm feeling with this. We've got the Seven of Earth. Look, yeah, seeds well planted, just like what I said. It's saying unnecessary worry, because I think that's the problem, is like, because you've been doing this for so long, you are going to find it hard to move onto your own path. So this was your path up till now, but now it's time for you to grow even more, and that's where you could worry a little bit by thinking like, what else is for me now, like, because I'm doing the things that I believe I should be doing. But it's just like, look, we've got the card here, going with the flow. It's time to like step away from all that and basically just let what is meant to come in for you come in for you. The Eight of Water. Yeah, walking away to something now new, to more, look, it says spiritual and emotional growth. You are now evolving even more now because you've helped that many people along the way. We've got the Hermit and the Ten of Air. So yeah, the start of a new cycle for you, the end of the old and start of a new cycle, but it's about going within now again. Because I think the advice that you've been given, it literally just comes to you straight away, but now it's time for you to go within, take that step back, and go and find out about you now rather than about other people. And we've got, look what it's going to lead to, the Nine of Water. Your wishes come true, concerns fading away, and a love of life. Yeah. And the Three of Earth says the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and being a team player. And that's what you are getting recognition for. You are going to get more abundance and joy and happiness in your life because your work has been recognised, basically. What other guidance do we have for pile 3 then, please? And I'd say because like you've been doing this for so long, you're gonna find it hard to move away from that. But that's where you need to keep asking yourself questions, getting more research for yourself, because the more you can do for yourself, the more you can then help other people as well. And it is, like I said there, your legacy. It's what you were here to do. However, sometimes we have to take that step back, and like I said, once you realise that they have to go their own way, that's when others then, or more opportunities come into your life. What other guidance then do we have for pile 3, please? Surrender to the divine. Yeah, you need to surrender the things that you've been doing. Now you need to live and let go. Is that what they say? Something like that. You're very close to achieving your goal. Oops. Work through your fears. A new romantic cycle begins. See, this is a new moon in Scorpio, which is the new moon is part, Scorpio is part of the eclipse season. So it's definitely, I don't think it's maybe it is a fear, because like it's something, it's coming away from what you've been doing all along. So basically, it's asking you questions of like, how is your life going to work out now? And I think that's the fear, is because you don't know how it's going to work out. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So between like these two eclipses up to the November the 8th, and maybe a little bit longer because of the shadow side of it, is basically you will get your answers between now and then, because it's like I said, you're very close to achieving what you need to do on your next step on your path. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so yeah, so basically this is living and letting go. That's the way I feel like I want to say it. It's time for you to basically now create a new path for you. You've done what you need to do. Other people have their own soul journey that they need to go on. It's time for you to now go and create yours again, because you have been doing the work. It's just like you need to stay neutral now with people. So what advice or next steps can we give to pile number 3, please, on their journey? What advice and next steps can we give to pile 3 on their journey? So you've got the 7 of Fire, we've got Ego, which is the Devil card, and we've got the 9 of Earth. Oops, these all want to jump out at me now. So I think that what's it's choosing like what you want to do for yourself now. You're going to be given the option, but what I see, because this is in the middle of the 7 of fire and the 9 of earth, is that like, don't let your ego take over. Don't let that little voice in your head, which I don't think you could, because I think you've been given really good sound advice, but don't let it become fear-based to you. It's time for you now to enjoy your own like little luxuries in life, because you've been helping everybody else for so long. We've got the page of fire. It says, news of an exciting new endeavour. Use your originality and ingenuity. I couldn't say that then. But yeah, it's about now. It's about you. It's a brand new start for you. And this is saying it's going to be one that's filled full of excitement. You've enjoyed what you've done so far in your life. However, like I said, it's time for you to start creating your own journey again now. And the 10 of earth. A very happy family life, financial security, and finding magic in the little things in life. And that's it. You, like I said, you've done your work. You've done everything that you need to do, and I feel like you're being rewarded now at this time. Just don't let it go to your head too much. That's what I feel like saying. And I think that's where you sort of like, then the impartiality comes in. It's like it's no and not, because it can be your ego then that kicks in. Is that like, as if you want to sort of like say things all the time, because you know the answers. I'm not saying that we're all right in our own way, but basically you know the answers to some of their problems, and I think that's now where your ego could kick in and still keep doing that. But now it's like I said, it's time for you. You need to let that ego side of you go. So what last piece of advice can we give to pile number 3, please? Sorry about that. Some of you really wanted to either shout at me for saying that, or you like enjoying talking to people and things like that, because I just got this mad, like as if I had something stuck in my throat, my throat chakra. So, but listen, at the end of the day, this reading is what comes out. That's what I got given. So gratefully I surrender my struggle. And I think that's what it is you'll struggle because it's a different path for you. You're going onto a different path now, and this is where like you're like, no, I'm happy being where I am, but we're not growing and we're not evolving if we stay stagnant or be complacent about where we are. We need to evolve and we need to grow. And now it's saying you need to surrender to that. It's a third card out here, and that surrender your struggle and surrender to the divine. I gather more wisdom each day, and that will help you ask questions. It says that near the beginning, ask questions, because you're going to get more information that's going to help you grow. And one last one, please. Whoa. You want to hear them all now, don't you? Oh, we've got that one turned over. So this one, where are we? There's one turned over in the pack. No, it's not. Half the pack is turned over for whatever reason. Told you wanted to hear everything. But no, it's like, nope. One more. You literally wanted to hear everything then. So funny. Oh, we got 2. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe, and I know my shadow side, and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. And that's your ego. Is if you understand what your ego is doing, it's about knowing how to manage it, how to control it, so that it's not going to take over your life once you go onto this new path. Well, that was your reading, pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe and comment. I'd be very grateful. If it doesn't resonate with you, obviously check the other piles in this reading, or go and check your other signs in your chart. And in the meantime, pile number 3, I wish you all the best for the future. Thank you.